Hey folks, so in this video, we're still looking at solving algebraic equations, so we're still trying to find the numerical value of our variable, typically x, right? We're looking for what number x equals. And in this video, we're looking at slightly more complicated examples. In the last one, we just had our variable with some addition or subtraction, or with some multiplication or some division. In this case, we're putting some of these things together. So if we look at this first example, we have multiplication here, and we have some addition. Or we have some division and subtraction, or we could have division and addition, or multiplication and subtraction, any combination of those. So to find out what x equals, to solve for x, the first thing we're going to do is to get rid of any addition or subtraction first. Then we'll deal with the multiplication or the division. So we do have to do these in order. So let's take a look at this first example. We have 3x plus 9 equals 12. And just like before, I'm going to draw a line straight down from my equal sign, just to help me keep track of what I've done. We need to get rid of the addition or subtraction first. So we have to get rid of this plus 9. Remember, we do the opposite. So instead of plus 9, we subtract 9. And if we subtract 9 from this side, we subtract 9 from this side. So that gets rid of our 9's. And we're left with 3x equals 12 minus 9 is 3. Now, because we don't have any addition or subtraction left, we can deal with this multiplication. Remember, 3x means 3 times x, it's multiplication. So we'll do the opposite, we'll divide. If we divide this side by 3, we have to divide this side by 3. 3 divided by 3, right? That's the whole reason we did that, is to get rid of our 3's. We're left with x equals 3 divided by 3, which is 1. So for this one, x equals 1. Let's take a look at our next example. 4 plus 2x equals 10. It's quite similar to this first example, except that the x, in this case the 2x, is in the different order, right? Last time our x's came first and then our number. This time we have a number and then our x's. The way that we solve this is exactly the same though. So if we draw our line, remember this is a plus 4 if there's no sign in front of it. And so we look at this plus 4, and to get rid of the plus 4, we have to subtract 4. If we subtract 4 from this side, we subtract 4 from this side. That means our 4's go away, and we're left with 2x equals 10 minus 4, which is 6. And now we just have some multiplication left, 2 times x. So to get rid of this 2, we divide. If we divide this side by 2, we divide this side by 2. So our 2's go away, and we're left with x equals 6 divided by 2, which is 3. Let's take a look at these next two examples. Okay, so here we go. Here comes our next example, which is x over 2. Remember that x over 2 means x divided by 2. Minus 25 equals 75. So let's draw our line. We have to get rid of our addition or subtraction first. In this case, we have some subtraction. We have minus 25. So to get rid of our subtraction, we'll do the opposite. We'll add 25. So then we have x over 2, right? These go away, equals 75 plus 25 is 100. Remember, this is x divided by 2. To get rid of division, we multiply. We do it so that these 2's go away. We're left just with an x equals 100 times 2, which is 200. And then our last example for level 2, we have negative 8 plus x over 3 equals 2. Let's draw our line. We have to get rid of our addition or subtraction first. We have some subtraction. This is -8, right? We don't care about this sign right now. We care about this sign. So -8, to get rid of our -8, we add 8. We do the opposite. If we add 8 to this side, we have to add 8 to this side. We do that, so our 8's go away. We're left with x over 3 equals 2 plus 8, which is 10. X over 3, x divided by 3. To get rid of division, we multiply. We're going to multiply this side by 3, right? These are the same numbers, divided by 3, multiplied by 3. And if we multiply this side by 3, we have to multiply this side by 3. We multiply so that our division and multiplication cancel each other out. We're left just with x equals 10 times 3, which is 30. So that's level 2. Level 3, the only difference is that now instead of just having x on one side, we have x's on both sides of the equal sign. So the first thing we'll do is we'll deal with our x's. We'll get rid of our x's from one side, and then it's like we're dealing with level 2. We'll get rid of the addition or subtraction, and then we'll deal with any multiplication or division. So let's take a look at some of these. Here's the first one. 3x plus 3 equals 13 minus 2x. So first thing, we need to pick a side and get rid of the x's. Doesn't really matter which side you deal with. I prefer to keep my x's on the left-hand side. It's just a preference. So I'm going to almost always get rid of the x's on the right-hand side. And just like before, we'll do the opposite. So see how we have this minus 2x? Subtract 2x. To get rid of subtraction, we'll use addition, plus 2x. If we add 2x to this side, we have to add 2x to this side. And we add it to the x's, right? We have to add things that are the same. So because this has an x, it goes with the x's. It doesn't go with the 3 all by itself. It's like we're adding apples and oranges, right? Let's say our x's are apples and the things with no variables are oranges. If I have 3 oranges and 2 apples, I can't just put them together and say I have 5 oranges. It doesn't make any sense. Those are 2 different things. These are 2 different things as well. The thing with our variable, the number with our variable is different from just the number by itself. Let me go ahead and rewrite that. We had 3x plus 3 equals 13 minus 2x. Draw our line. And then we added 2x to both sides. So I'm going to put my plus 2x right by my 3x. 3 plus 2 is 5x. We haven't gotten rid of this plus 3 yet, so it stays. We still have our 13, and then these two things cancel each other out. Right? That's why we added 2x, so that these would go away. And now what we have left is just like the examples we were looking at earlier. We'll get rid of addition or subtraction first. So we have a plus 3. Let's subtract 3 to get rid of it. These go away. 5x equals 13 minus 3, which is 10. And finally, 5 times x, 5x, multiplication. We'll get rid of it by using division. If we divide one side, we have to divide the other side. So our 5's go away. We're left with x equals 10 divided by 5, which is 2. Let's do just a couple more examples. These next couple of examples are going to be quite similar to the one that we just did. First step, get rid of the x's on one of our sides, then deal with any addition or subtraction, then deal with multiplication or division. So we have 4 minus 4x equals 18 minus 6x. Let's draw that line right down the middle. Minus 6x. So we have subtract 6x, so we'll add 6x. If we add 6x to this side, we have to add 6x to this side. Now here, be careful with this sign. This is a negative 4x. So we have negative 4 plus 6. These negatives, in addition, is kind of one place that tend to mess students up, right? So we started at negative 4, and then we add 6 to that negative 4. So we're left with 2x, right? If this is giving you trouble, use a calculator for this. Put in negative 4 plus 6. Make sure you include that negative sign. So we still have this first 4 here. Negative 4 plus 6 is a plus 2x equals, these 6 x's have gone away, 18. Now, let's deal with this 4 here. It's a positive 4, so we'll subtract 4 from both sides. So those go away. We have 2x equals 18 minus 4, which is 14. And then finally, divide by 2 to get rid of this multiplication. And we're left with x equals 14 divided by 2, which is 7. Let's do one last example. Our last example is 28x minus 15 equals 8x plus 65. And we're going to approach this question the same way we've just approached the last couple questions. 28x minus 15 equals 8x plus 65. We'll draw a line right down the middle. First job, get x's on one side. So we need to get rid of the x's from one side. So this is an 8x, it's a positive 8x, so we'll subtract 8x. If we subtract 8x from this side, we have to subtract 8x from this side. 28x minus 8x leaves us with 20x minus 15 equals, these go away, 65. Now let's deal with any addition or subtraction. We have a minus 15, so we have to add 15. If we add 15 to that side, we have to add 15 to this side. Our 15s go away. We're left with 20x equals 65 plus 15 is 80. And then we'll divide both sides by 20 to get rid of our multiplication. That gets rid of these 20s. We're left with x equals 80 divided by 20, which is 4. In the next video, we'll deal with 2 more levels of solving algebraic equations. We'll look at level 4 and level 5.